Hey guys, on today's episode of Bud's Mafia, we're going to be breaking down, of course, the NHL, some news of recent week, some potential trade, some trade requests. Leafs still suck. We'll get into maybe what they need to do, some injuries they have to deal with. Get him again, like I said. Rantanen's been in the news. He just cannot stop hitting guys from behind, so we'll get into that. Leafs' upcoming schedule, and then we will recap NFL Week 12. We'll talk about the Bills, what they need to do, their upcoming schedule, break down the AFC playoff picture, the overall playoff picture, and all overall this Week 12 recap and our betting recaps. Go check us out on Buzz Mafia on YouTube. Please comment, like, subscribe. Go to our Spotify, all of our socials. Let's get into it.
Tavares coming out, sends it in a goal. They score! They score! Holy mackerel, they score! Morgan Riley! Mo Riley! The Leafs have won it! They're going to the second round!
Gonna run for it, he got it! And there he goes! Inside the 10, the 5! Oh, the play of the year in the NFL!
Welcome back, guys, to episode 44 of the Buds Mafia podcast. Jackson's wearing all black for the funeral of the Leafs. All the injuries they have.
The Leafs are the Bills, and the Bills are the Leafs.
They're the same. At
They're
least the Bills have a winning record right now, and I know you were surprised. I should say surprised. You were very positive after the Bills game. I mean, as you can be in a situation like that. I was like, it's over. The team is dead.
I got to be honest.
Paying for Arch. Yeah.
I got to go hand up. My lovely fiance, we were lying in bed watching the game on Thursday night, and I was going through it, and she was trying to ask me questions about football, and I was not very receptive. And she said, "No, I can't do this with you when you watch football. You're too emotional and bipolar." Maybe not verbatim of what she said, but that's how I took it. And let me tell you, it was a sobering reality. I don't believe that's what she said. I'm not going to mince words here. But that's how I took it. I am a little bipolar when it comes to watching football. Got highest of highs, lowest of lows. Mm-hmm. And that leads right into what my draft is going to be this week. It's not going to be great for content. I'm going to try to keep this going as long as I can. But I'm drafting just being positive. I'm just going to draft being positive. We're going to check in about 30 minutes when we get to the Bills game, and I'm going to dissect positively what happened and what didn't happen, mainly what didn't happen. It's just I need to turn a new leaf, man. I'm 25 years old. This has been a tough go in general. I have never seen any of my teams win. And I can't do it anymore. I don't think it's good for your health. You flash back to the beginning of the season. I literally thought I was having a heart attack, calling my brother at 2 a.m. after the Bills beat the Ravens with scoring 16 points in the last 4 minutes, to texting Ryan when we lost to the Dolphins. I hate this team. I can't stand this team. Joe Brady is so dumb. And I don't believe I said it quite like that. I don't think I can do it anymore. I think I just need to, a string of positivity might go a long way. Yeah. Now, let me tell you, if they lose to the Steelers this week, we're going to go quick to dumping the positivity onto the negative train. We'll see how long it lasts. It might not even last 30 minutes, folks, but that's my draft for this week.
It was the same for me. I know Kayla, my girlfriend, came over to watch the Bills game with me as well because she was home for the week. And yeah, it started off good. I mean, we'll get to the game. Obviously, it started off good, James Cook and everything. But then it was just same thing. She's trying to ask me questions about the game, which I want her to get involved with the game. But at some point, she knew not to stop talking, which is not her fault at all. But then at the halftime, I was like, "Okay, let's check in on the Leafs." I turn on the Leafs, immediately Fantilli breakaway's goal. Then I was like, "Yeah, she may need to leave because I don't want her to see my reactions." So yeah, it's been a tough go. But again, on the positive side, the Bills are still 7-4. And the Leafs, again, how tight the East is, they're only 5 points out of first place. So, I mean, there's some positives. Matthews and Nyes looking to come back. Stolarz may be on for quite a while, so we can get into that. But there's positives, and we'll figure that out. Just got some positives.
A bit of positives. Also, Taylor and I aren't officially married yet, so I need to ride away to positivity so that I really do love her. I don't want her to be like, I cannot stand every single Sunday through the football season with this man.
That's fair.
So yeah, what's your draft or dump, big fella?
Yeah, so I completely forgot about it. Yeah, so me and Kaylin went to the movies on Saturday. We saw Wicked Part 2. She loves Wicked, and we saw Part 1 a while ago. Again, musicals aren't really my thing, but I don't mind. It was a good movie. Beforehand, we went to this new burger joint called Mountain Burger, which is, I guess, new to Burlington. And that's my draft. It was incredible burger.
Taylor and I were thinking about getting that.
Really expensive. Like the burger I got was $14.99, but it was it was a Texas style Roadhouse burger, triple stacked smash burger with Chipotle barbecue, and the buns were garlic bread. It was phenomenal. But they do have a regular there's a regular smash burger for like $8.99, which Kayla was just still really filling and good. So you don't have to go as high as I did. So that's my draft, is new Mountain Burger, but I have a mixture of a dump in there as well. We're waiting. It's actually pretty busy, really nice inside. And these two kids come up to me, maybe like 12, 13 years old. They're like, hey, man, like, you're really tall. That's awesome. I'm like, thanks. He's like, how tall are you? I'm like, I don't know, like 6'2", 6'3". And you know what the fuck he does after that? He says 6'7". And then I said, get the fuck out of my face. And then he turned around and his friends walked away. Our generation is cooked. Kaylin never seen me so rattled. These fucking kids coming up to me saying 6'7". I lost my shit. And, you know, my incredible sister, she's a teacher. My brother's wife is a teacher, and they hear that shit all the time. And I told them the story and their blood boiled. And so draft Mountain Burger is really good, expensive, but still really, really good. But dump in this generation. Those kids are losers. And I almost beat the shit out of a 10-year-old the other day.
God damn, you sound like an old man.
I know, dude. I know, man. We're 25, and it's just so stupid.
Well, all right, I got a good story for that.
Mind.
So we're out Saturday. We went to the distillery district. Then we're finding out where we're going for dinner. My mom's cousin flew in from Edmonton, so we're looking at steakhouses. We finally make a choice. We're going to Chop Steakhouse. My brother was meeting us at Union. I'm waiting outside of this one restaurant as my dad goes in. Before we figure out we're going to Chop Steakhouse, and there's these like 4 kids sitting on the ground, and you can kind of hear them talking a bit. Taylor and I are standing like on these stairs that lead up to the restaurant, and all I hear is, "Hey, do you guys have $10?" Me, I'm like, all right, we're in Toronto, whatever. Like, I knew it was kids, but in my mind, I'm like, crackhead, $10, you know, no. So I just turned my head and I go, no. Taylor then proceeds to be like, what do you need it for? I'm like, all right. Opening the floodgates a little bit.
You open it up.
They're like, we needed to get home. And I'm like, okay. First of all, let me do the math here quick. $10 between 4 of you is nothing. So no.
It'll get you down the street, basically.
And they were asking for cash, and Taylor's like, I don't have any cash.
Yeah.
The one kid, biggest set of balls, goes, do you have ET? E-transfer. Taylor, I laughed for it probably wasn't as funny. It probably wasn't as funny as I think it is, but Taylor in the moment, without blinking an eye, immediately goes, I do, but not for you. And said it just like that. And I started crying. And the one kid gets on the phone with his mom right after.
Oh no.
Like,
Mom, this girl's mean to me.
We're walking away, and Taylor goes, how do you come to Toronto and not have a ride home? God, they're stupid.
That's true. Hey, facts. $10.
I literally said to them, I was like, just take the train. Just get on the train. If a fare inspector comes to you, just say we're kids and we didn't have enough money to pay for the train.
They're not going to charge like 10-year-old, 12-year-old, where the fuck they are.
No. No, but I kept saying it for the rest of the night. Taylor was like, can you pass
not
me?
For you, that's hilarious.
She was like, do you have a napkin? I go, I do, but not for you.
All right. It's time to get into it. Also, I've been kind of slack on the posting, but still November. Please donate. So I think it's our last podcast of November. I think you can both say, I think we're very happy and proud of kind of what we've done, what we've said. I think we're only $10 from our goal. So well, maybe next podcast we'll maybe brainstorm some ideas of how we can do the running. The weather right now has actually been pretty good. I mean, it's been raining quite a bit, but in terms of temperature wise, I can run in anywhere from like -5 to 10. Like that's fine. I don't give a shit. That's fine with me.
If the number stays at what it is, I think it would be relatively decent to do it at once. But I have some potentially bad news, and I don't know if he's going to follow through with it. We're out at dinner. We have a few drinks, and my dad, we start talking about the podcast in November. And my dad looks at my mom's cousin and goes, okay, I have a plan.
Oh, God.
And he says, you donate $500, I'll donate $1,000, and that'll be $1,500. I did the math. That's an extra 75 kilometers. So I don't think he'll do it. I'd have no idea. I think he's too busy in his life right now. Am I going to remind him about it? No. Do I want him to support men's mental health? Of course I do.
Of course.
And men's health. But if we end up having to run 108 kilometers or 107 kilometers, we're going to have to split it up.
Yeah. Well, because I probably run around 30 to 35 kilometers a week. So I run 5 days a week. I don't run like 10 kilometers every day. I do Saturdays usually like 5 to 8 kilometers. Sundays usually now 12 to 15 plus. In the middle of the week I don't try. So I mean, yeah, it would just be every day for a few weeks probably.
I've literally only been running 5Ks, and this weekend was the first like 10K I did, and I was pumped. Like I ran it pretty fast. I haven't run a 10K since I was like 16. And I ran it in like an hour and 2 minutes, which I was pretty pumped about. Let me tell you, I got soaked.
It poured on us. We were texting each other. We got poured on.
Horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm going to try and bump it up next weekend. Maybe I might just do another 10. But yeah, please donate.
Go. Yeah, please. I'll put the link obviously in the description as well. YouTube, all of that. Comment, like, subscribe. All right, let's get into this. There's a lot of news going around. Like I said in the intro. Some potential trade requests, kind of. So Frank Seravalli. I'll start right off with this. Now, Connor Bedard's contract is getting a bit more traction, and now they're looking at maybe an 8-year deal that could be at $15 million. I mean, it's a lot, but I mean, this guy has been on fire, and again, his team's still not even. They're not even that good.
Salary cap's going up every year.
Every year. And also $15 million. It's like Celebrini. I think Celebrini has a better chance of making Team Canada than Bedard does. I think Celebrini defensive way and two-way game, everything is better than Bedard. But like, again, he doesn't have a lot of guys. He doesn't have a Will Smith. He doesn't have a William Eklund. These kind of offensive guys that Celebrini has. Like he doesn't even play with Frank Nazar, right? He plays like Teravainen and Burakovsky, who are solid players, but not like these young studs over in San Jose. So
yeah,
I mean, if you can get him at 12.5 for 8 years, I think that's a steal.
12.5 is a steal. 15,
I think it's a steal.
15, I think, is very high end.
I'd be shocked if it's 15 because I just see him in the realm of McDavid and these guys. Like, trust me, they want the bag and they'll get the bag, but like they want to kind of leave the room with the team with some flexibility. And hey, that Frank Nazar making $6 million a steal. They have Spencer Knight at like $5 million or something really, really crazy. So no, I mean, if he did take 15, I don't think it would be absurd, but I just can't see him making that much money. He'd already be, I mean, what, the second, third highest paid player in the league? Obviously Kaprizov makes 25, so fucking Bedard makes 15, so nothing too bad. Next, so two guys who not like official trade requests, but just kind of throwing it out there. So Pavel Mintyukov, third-year defenseman in Anaheim, 21 years old, drafted 10th overall a few years ago. Great rookie season. Last year was solid as well. Not a big point getter, but big, 6'2", lefty, can skate, can kind of do it all. Hasn't played very well this year. I think he has like 3 assists in like 18 games. He's been getting scratched, and I think he told management, it was open about it. It's like, hey, I would like to be traded if I'm not going to be played, or I'm not going to be getting ice time, which is fair. I think this happens more than you think. A guy of his caliber, obviously Anaheim's humming, so they're like, I think they're in the best position right now because I think a lot of teams would overpay for this guy, aka the Leafs. And again, they're winning games. They're young core. They already have a young D core. They don't really think they could definitely use him if he plays like he did in the past, but if they can get a haul. So today I just released a trade package video for him. It came out today. I mean, obviously we're filming on Monday. This releases on Wednesday, so it'll be out for a few days. Go check it out. Yeah, I mean, again, we're a Toronto-based podcast, at least for the Leafs. Definitely can see Toronto making a splash. I think they're the one teams that called. I think if they wanted to get it done, it has to be a player like, Cowan has to be. And I don't think they'll take anything less than Cowan, at least.
Yeah, that's
again, Tree Living doesn't want to take any futures or trade away any futures. I can see Chicago getting in the mix. They have a great forward core, a great defensive core. I can see San Jose, young team with a lot of forwards, not a lot of D prospects. Can see them getting in the mix. Nashville potentially. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think, again, you got to think about it as he's a 10th overall pick, so you got to look at that value. David Jiricek, a top 5 defenseman draft pick, went for like a first, a second, and 2/3 a few years or last year to Minnesota. So you kind of got to compare that value. And plus, Mintyukov's proved a lot more. He's been in the league already for 3 years and he's 21. He's had a tough go this year, which kind of deteriorates that. But I mean, fuck, dude, if Carlo goes for a first in Minton, you got to expect this guy. And he's an RFA. So yes, you'll have to sign him to a deal, but he's restricted. So he's part of your organization. So I don't think it'll be bad. Svechnikov's a bit of a different situation. Had a horrible start, kind of playing a lot better, but still inconsistent. And Elliot Friedman said, I understand the interference was made to the Carolina Hurricanes, that if they wanted to trade him, he wouldn't be upset about it, that he would be open to the idea. He was on the 4th line recently. Carolina is very against trading him. He was one of the first guys that was part of this rebuild of this team, drafted 2nd overall, I think, in 2018. Yeah, I think they would want a monster bargain for him because, again, he's 26. He's on a deal for the next 5-6 years. He has injury issues. Again, he's a 6'2", 190-pound winger who can score if he's consistent, but that's an issue. But again, with the market right now for how many teams want top 6, we've been hearing Leafs want top 6 for so long. Like, that's a player I think they would trade Cowan for and a few picks potentially if he was actually made available. But it seems like Carolina wants to be blown away by a deal, and I don't want Toronto to trade away their entire future.
No, please no.
No. We'll get to the Leafs. There's some other more the week recap I want to get to. Colorado still a goddamn wagon. They're absolutely insane. We say it every week, but I just love Brady. They're won 8 in a row. They shut out Chicago. I mean, Scott Wedgwood has been absolutely insane. I have in my fantasy, he has been unreal. And okay, what's going to happen when Blackwood comes back? Really good goalie last year, had great numbers, like a 920, 2-0 or 210 goals against. First game back in Chicago, 30 save shutout. So, yeah, he's not missing a beat. They have probably the best goalie tandem in the league.
That's good.
I think Makar is on pace for like 30 goals and like 80 assists as a defenseman.
That's insane.
So it's really good. And yeah, there's not much else to say. They've been humming.
Always a wagon.
Always been a wagon. And their depth's producing, their decor is insane. And now I remember I think when we first started this podcast, we were talking about how Colorado could fucking score, but their goaltending tandem of Georgiev and Anian, whoever the fuck it was like the worst in the league. Yeah. And then they acquired Blackwood, then they acquired Wedgwood, and now it's
just the Wood brothers.
It's absolutely insane. And now literally both guys are being considered for Team Canada. Wedgwood, goalie is a position where, yes, some of these guys are big end names, but maybe their numbers are good. Goalies are, if they're riding hot this season,
that's the thing. You just got to take the hot guy. You can't pause.
Especially for goaltending.
Yeah. But yeah, you got to take the guy who's on a streak, and
for sure.
I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't seem like Bennington's got it right now.
No, he doesn't. Neither does. Logan Thompson's still doing good. Stuart Skinner is maybe an average AHL goaltender at best right now.
I swear to God, if they take Stuart Skinner, I will.
They
cry.
won't. They will not. Even a team like Switzerland wouldn't fucking take fucking Stuart Skinner. But a team. I didn't even realize, dude. Detroit's first in the Atlantic. This Atlantic division's insane, and they have a -4 point differential.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's just when they lose, they lose. They lose big. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's just everyone's producing on that lineup. But again, Ottawa is back in the mix. I think Brady Tkachuk's coming back soon. That's when we talked earlier about the positive side. If again, in this division, like, yes, if you lose a few games in a row, look what happened with Tampa. They had a horrible start, but then they won 3, 4, 5 games in a row. Now they're second. So if there was a time for Toronto to kind of be shitting the bed, right now is the time, but they're getting healthier. The Montreal game we'll get into.
That Montreal game,
but yeah, it was painful. But guys are getting back. They have a few days off. When this podcast drops, will be their first game since the Montreal game, so they have some rest. But Mikko Rantanen has
he's got a problem.
He's got a problem.
He's got a problem.
So
might need to be solved.
So Tuesday he was assessed a 5-minute major in game misconduct for boarding. Friday he was fined $2,000 for embellishment. Then Saturday, by the way, I didn't even know he had a game misconduct on Tuesday as well.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So he's been 3 times. So Saturday, he had a 5-minute major in game misconduct for boarding Alex Romanov late in the game, who now is out 5 to 6 months. And then Patrick Waugh, clearly not happy on the bench, basically said, when next time you're on Long Island, you won't finish the game. Did you not see that?
No, that's hilarious.
Because like the tunnels like in the middle of both benches, Rantanen's right about the middle, and Waugh's like leaning over, and you can hear him say, "You won't fucking finish the game in Long Island when you're here." And everyone's like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, all right.
Trust me, I understand like the whole, let the players deal with it. But if my coach is doing it, you gotta love that. I mean, I would personally love that. But I understand. I don't think Bednar was it not Bednar? Sorry, Dallas coach. What's his name? Whatever. Gulletson.
Yeah.
I think I don't think he reacted, but I know some coaches don't like when coaches speak directly to the other players. It's kind of like let the players deal with it. But at that point, it's like, Patrick Waugh was always known as a fiery head coach or fiery player, and he's just saying you're dead next time you come to the Long Island.
Respect it.
And then Sunday he drilled Matt Coronado from behind, and that's when they thought, yeah, you know what? Let's suspend this guy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So now I don't want you to look at the document because I want to kind of say this to you. This is kind of hilarious. So Minnesota is catching fire right now. I think they're top 3 in the division, and mainly because of Jesper Wallstedt, who was a first round great name.
I was reading his stats before we got on the podcast because I was scrolling through TikTok, and a thing came up, and it's like, I know Joseph Wall. Fucking
cause maybe.
Yes, I mean, even when the Leafs had Jack Campbell and everyone would scream "Soup," great name.
Stupid.
But Wallstedt, hello. That is a goalie.
Oh yeah. And so he was drafted 20th overall, so a first round goalie, which is very rare. So this guy was a stud in 2021 draft. I know I said Colorado has the best tandem. I mean, him and Philip Gustafsson, who they signed Philip Gustafsson for, I think a bridge deal. He was part of that really good UFA class next summer. So they have him. I mean, this guy was known to be an absolute superstar. He's proving it. So in his 8 games this year, he has a 1.94 GAA and a 935 save percentage. But do you want to know what the best part about this is? So again, like I said, he was drafted 20th overall in the 2021 NHL draft. The Wild acquired the 20th pick from this team for pick 22 and pick 90. Do you want to know what that team was who traded away that pick?
I got no idea. Yeah, let me guess.
Who needs a goalie more than anyone?
Was it a team we were just talking about? With AHL Stuart Skinner?
Yeah.
Okay.
they traded away that pick to the Minnesota Wild, and all Billy Guerin did is threw him a 90th overall pick, so like a third rounder. They gave him the 22nd, and then when Minnesota drafted Jesper Wallstedt, and then Edmonton drafted Xavier Boulgault, who has not played a game yet.
That's good
in the NHL. I know it's 2021. Like it's again, he's lighting up the AHL. Good for you. But maybe Jesper would have been the answer there in Edmonton. So I thought I needed to bring that up.
God damn, Emerson's gonna hate us.
He already does. And last little thing before Leafs talk. Ovechkin, can't count him out. 5 goals in his last 4 games. Just a fucking mute. Did you see the video of him getting off the airplane?
Yeah.
He is a truck. He is an absolute truck of a human being.
Yeah, he's a unit.
He's absolutely unit. All right, let's get into the Leafs. Again, this is the highs and lows that we take as Leafs and Bills fans. I was at the bar after our beer league game. They're playing St. Louis, And when they showed the stats pregame where it was like Leafs were 31st in every stat, St. Louis is 32nd in every stat, it's like, we better fucking win this game. They went in overtime. Nylander, an absolute
It's got to be a goal of the year so far.
Yeah, dangle. And then it looked awesome. I was like, all right, now we're going to be humming. Columbus losing overtime. Fantilli, whenever
the most overtime losses, dude.
We do. I know Colorado's up there. I know they have like 5 or 6. But Fantilli, whenever he fucking comes to Toronto, his hometown, he just lights us up. And that overtime goal, Domi just throws a pizza to literally no one. And then Philly's skating, and Domi's like he is showing zero effort. And I hate, like, it's just, I know maybe he's trying to play, but then Fantilli's like, I'm just going to keep going. And then just burns him in this absolute bury. I think Wall, for the situation he's been put in, has looked awesome. I was curious if he was going to play against Columbus, because I was like, they definitely want him to play against Montreal. And I don't want them to do the whole Stolarz thing where he plays 16 of 17 games. But I think he looks great. I think in Montreal, we'll get to Montreal now. Just effort, just absolute breakdown after breakdown, lack of effort. I never thought I'd ever say Montreal would bully Toronto, but this Montreal team's a different team. They called up Florian Jack-Guy, who is just like his brother and a better player. Like, he's a really good player. He's up in the second round. I'm pretty sure second or third round. And they just bullied us. I know injuries. I mean, Tanev's out, Matthews out, Nyes is out, Nick Waugh's out. So obviously Stolarz is out. And now McCabe got pucked to the face, but apparently he's gonna be fine for Wednesday. Just, I need to think some stitches or something. Matthews and Wool are Matthews and Nyes are questionable, I think, for Wednesday. I think Matthews has a good chance.
Yeah.
But dude, these injuries, but just the effort of this team is just laughable. And I don't know, man. I really don't want them to let go of Berube. Like, I think he's a type of coach that can get them turned around. Like, he brought a team who was dead last to Stanley Cup in Game 7 against Boston. You can't blame it all on injuries. You definitely can a little bit. Like, those injuries are tough. Like, those injuries are really tough. Bad. But the effort of these guys, the breakdown, like those plays at Montreal, they were just like, Dobson has 2 goals against us. Just the odd man rushes. And before the Columbus game, it's like Toronto gives it the most odd man rushes, and Columbus is the best at scoring on odd man rushes. I was like, okay, perfect. This is the most perfect matchup we can think of. And man, it's just.
I can't even pay any attention to the Leafs right now. It's just like the Bills have all my energy, and that's a sad thing, because every single year the Bills lose in the playoffs. I have to look at my father and be like, great, all my sports hopes have to go to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah. We also, I don't want to stick up for tree living, but I do want Leafs fans to kind of stick to their guns here. I've seen multiple people online, whether big names or middle names, kind of like the smaller names, and they just shit on the trades of Scott Laughton, which was the first in Grebenkin, and the Carlo trade, which was the first in Fraser Minton. I know for a fact, and I'm not going to call people, I know for a fact they were praising tree living for those trades. Don't change your mind when they're hurt and not playing good. Yes, right now, do those trades look good? No, they don't. But people were praising tree living. We got Carlo, that Boston big bad Bruin that we can put on our back end, playoff guy. He's been hurt. Has he been up to his best? No. Everyone was saying if there was a prospect to trade of Danford, Cowan, or Minton, pretty much everyone I saw wanted to trade Minton. They wanted to keep the other 2. Yeah. I think Cowan may be up there, but definitely not Danford. So don't change your mind. Stick to your guns. Not every trade always ends up 50-50. It sucks, but I still have belief in Carlo if he gets healthy. Same thing with Laughton. I think Laughton on the PK has been great. I think he's had some health issues. Again, at that time, it was a buyers or sellers or whatever you want to call it. It was a market. If it wasn't the Leafs who were going to get Carlo, it was another team going to pay a similar price. Yeah. So
I also think
you want our GMs. Sorry, you want our GMs to be aggressive. You always say, oh, they didn't make a move. They finally make a move and doesn't turn out to be a Stanley Cup champion, like all that. Don't stick to your guns. Don't back down now because it hasn't turned out exactly the way you want it to.
Yeah, I agree. And like also, I think we talked about it a lot at the beginning of the year, but like it is still early. And people need to, we talked about it a lot. Like people have to find, like the team has to find their identity, and they're going to get there. It's just going to take a little longer. And, the next few games,
huge. Yeah, so we
Really
play
big. You
Columbus
gotta- you
again.
gotta start winning.
Columbus again on Wednesday. So when this comes out, we play in Columbus. We're still on our road. We're in the middle of a road trip right now. Then again, so we're in the Metropolitan Division. These are 3 games. I mean, hey, we're one of the worst teams in the league, so definitely like we're going to be the underdog. But if Matthews and Nyes comes back, I think Matthews is a good chance to come back on Wednesday. He'd be a huge addition to play Columbus. Then we play Washington in Washington on Friday, I believe. And then Saturday we play Pittsburgh, who has kind of been up and down all season. They still haven't had that massive collapse like I thought they were going to have. But I mean, they're obviously their first league a few weeks ago. But yeah, again, like I still like this team when they're healthy. And again, the effort will be there when you're not without Matthews, your captain, without Nyes. It's tough to ask some of these players. I think Jacob Quillen from the AHL actually has looked pretty solid. I was surprised when they scratched him. I think it was against Columbus. I think they scratched him for I can't remember who they scratched him for, but still, I think he's been solid. So let's get healthy. I'm trying to say I'm actually more positive than I thought I was going to be. I was good. Should I bring up my injury theory, or should I let that sit a little bit more?
I think you got to let it sit just a little bit more. I think you got to.
I will say I do have a Leafs management injury theory, but maybe we'll let that sit for another day.
Yeah,
we'll let that see.
So. I think so.
Yeah. All right, man. But yeah, I mean, Beer League 3-6, we suck. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about Beer League. We stink. Dude, okay, no, I will talk about this actually. So last week we played a team. We have guys who played house league. Like I played junior C, junior B, but my skills out the window. We play this team who has, Division 3 hockey players, junior A hockey players, and we were tied 2-2 at 10 minutes left. I was like, oh shit, okay. And then we lost like 4-2. I was like, okay, what are we gonna do against these guys, right? We have guys who played house league, and then we don't really start it, and they chirp us like, you guys are so bad. You're so bad. You played 7 levels above us in your career. You played college. The fact, and this is like when we were like the fact that we are tied right now. The fact that we lost by 2 is a win for us. This is a win. It's unbelievable. We have guys who played house league. They had guys who played college, and it's just, I don't want to get that off my chest. Don't be that guy. I don't hate chirping. I don't hate a little physicality. Wake you up on a Tuesday night. It's kind of fun. Don't be that loser who. Yeah, you're clearly the best player on the ice, and don't just chirp a guy who played house league. Like, what the fuck you want him to do?
Yeah,
he didn't dedicate his entire life to the fucking game like maybe you did. And we're in the same league together, so clearly it's not too bad. But I want to say that.
No.
But yeah,
I appreciate that.
Let's get to the NFL Thursday night, right to the Bills. Caitlin's pick. I mean, hey, it was a good pick. But what I gotta do?
Caitlin's not allowed to touch the Bills for the rest of the season.
No, she can't. She can't.
No,
her reasoning was great, though. You
sorry.
remember the reasoning?
The reasoning was amazing. The reasoning was long-winded.
I cut like halfway through. There was more. I didn't even.
I know. I made Taylor listen to her live pick.
Step it up.
Yeah.
I mean, Taylor's fucking 7-1. I'm gonna get my phone. Keep going. I got to read off Caitlin's pick when we get there. So keep talking.
Yeah, I will. Well, I got to finish with the Bills game. So we're gonna go over Patriots Bengals. Kind of a shaky game for May. I took the Bengals because I just can't take the Patriots. They rattled off 9 wins. They're a good team. I can't.
You may have a different strategy moving forward.
I do have a different strategy. This game would have gone differently if Joe Flacco just didn't stare into a screen, a swing pass to a running back, look back into the middle of the field, and be like, "Oh, never mind, pick 6."
I think we said before camera, I think I could have taken that back for a pick 6. He looked directly into his eyes. And it's like, oh, yeah, little game of catch with his kids.
Tons of injuries this week, though. Like Will Campbell, I think it's a feared MCL sprain. He's going to be out. I think they're going to place him on the IR. I think Milton Williams went out as well. That's a big loss for them up front. So, yeah, I think
Campbell is at least 4 weeks, and I think they're fearing it could be closer to 6. Yeah,
they're going to place him on the IR. So, and especially with a team like that, like you're 10-2, you're going to make playoffs. He's a young guy. Let him rehab. Let him get that extra rest. There's really no point to rush him back at this point. Your schedule is pretty light moving forwards. You can afford to lose a game. If you want that first seed, you can't really afford to lose a game. And we'll kind of get into what the AFC playoff picture looks after this breakdown. But yeah, Patriots win 26-20. Bengals had a chance to win it. Joe Flacco just couldn't put it together. And Chase Brown kind of just went off. This is the game I watched all day. Colts at Chiefs. I did not think there was a way the Chiefs were going to lose 3 straight. It would be the first time in Mahomes' career. Let me tell you, did they ever fucking try? They tried and tried and tried. The only player, like Mahomes, for some reason, just could not find Travis Kelce. Rashee Rice was good. Kareem Hunt was like Kareem Hunt of 2018.
They finally established a run. They had one of the worst running offense in the league, and you can't just throw the ball at Mahomes every time. They need to establish a run.
No,
and they finally did that with, I think, over 100 yards. They finally established that run game.
He played really well. Jonathan Taylor, on the other hand, just invisible.
Dude,
couldn't get anything going. Yeah. Daniel Jones played great. It's just the consistency for the Colts team when it comes later in games seems to be a slight of an issue. I still love this team. Like, I really like the way they're built. The reason why they brought in Sauce Gardner, they needed to shore up that back end of the defense. And you saw that in this game. They held the Chiefs to 6 points, I think 6 or 9 points throughout the first half. It really wasn't much going on for the Chiefs. They came out at the start of the first half or second half, scored a touchdown, and Colts went right back down, scored another. It was a topsy-turvy game that the Colts deserved to win from the get-go and just couldn't put a drive together after the fourth quarter started.
Yeah.
Huge win for the Chiefs and a huge win for the division overall.
Yeah, you gotta think. Like, I know, like 5-6, you're still not dead with how the league. Like, the Steelers are 6-5 in the AFC, but like
they're 6-5.
That's
now.
Still, they're 6. I'm gonna say that's a huge. Huge win.
Yeah.
I would say if they're 5-6, the Steelers are 6-5, so it's not completely dead. But just like that would have been tough. It would have been tough. But yeah, that was a huge win for them.
Yeah. Going over to another overtime game. I was prepared to text you to get Jack on the podcast because Jameis Winston, I'm an athlete. I'm going to play tight end if I need to play tight end.
Big game Jameis, baby. He is fun to watch. He just fucking chucks the ball. He doesn't give a shit.
If you were to ask, so like last week, I think Big Cat said on either Pardon My Take or something, if you were going to show someone what watching Josh Allen played football looked like, you would show him the game against the Bucs, where he threw a chest pass interception, another interception, but then also had 3 rushing touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns. If you're going to show someone what it was like to watch Jameis Winston play football, you'd show him this.
Yeah.
He just goes off, has a 33-yard receiving touchdown, hits the Heisman pose. Then he has a horrible interception. Then he also has a fucking absolute air ball to fucking Wanderlei Robinson for a huge touchdown at the beginning of the game. They're 2-7.
Like balling too. Robinson's been really good.
He's been unbelievable.
150 yards and a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs just willing this Lions team back into it's 219
55 fantasy points.
219 total fucking yards, game-winning touchdown, 2 touchdowns rushing, 45 yards receiving, and a touchdown.
The 219 was just rushing.
Oh, just rushing.
So he had like
he had over 250 yards rush. Yeah. So they had over, with him and Goff, they had over like 500 yards.
Yeah.
Offense.
That's why I hammered the Lions in the commandments. That's why I needed to do it.
Goff played Goff. And this is not a slight against Goff. Putting my hand up. Don't want Jack to kill me. This is not a slight against Goff. It's just that's what you're going to get consistently out of him. You're going to get over 250. You might get 2 passing touchdowns. You might get 1 passing touchdown. That is a good quarterback in our league. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lions win an OT in a game, again, they probably should have lost realistically,
100%.
Other than Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah. Do you think Jahmyr Gibbs do you think he's the best running back in football? Or do you rank him in running backs? It's hard not to put Jonathan Taylor at 1. I know he had he's had some bad games, but I think his good games are 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, he has more good games. He has more good games than bad games, and I think Gibbs has more like crazy games and then some mediocre games. I don't know. You'd have to kind of compare the stats back and forth, but I would go with like 1 and 2.
Also for the Giants, I'm low key like pretty excited. I know they're 2-8, 2-9. I'm low key pretty excited about their future. Like they'll be good. They're banged up. Jackson Dart, Malik Neighbors, Wan'Dale Robinson, fucking Cam Scotabo on defense, Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns, like Sexy Dexy. They're gonna get a great pick this year. They're in a tough NFC East division, but I don't know. I like
absolutely insane stat.
Yeah, what?
Do you know the boat picture after they got into the playoffs that winning?
Sure do.
Their record is 43 wins, 108 losses.
Oh, The Tim's on the boat. The Tim Merlin's on the boat killed it.
Anyway, moving on. We got a NFC North showdown. Vikings at Packers. I don't think JJ McCarthy is.
He sucks. He's so bad.
He's not it. And
his whole neurological pathways, like fucking comment and everything. It's just like, dude. It's like, yeah, I was taught a different way back in Michigan. It's a different. Yeah, you're in the fucking NFL now. Yeah, you're not stealing signs over at Michigan.
I still don't love this Packers team.
I don't either. I
still don't love them. They're still like that NFC North division is insane. But I hate to say it. I think the Bears might have them. That'll be a great game. They play the back end of the year, both divisional games.
Yeah. 87 yards and 2 interceptions for 9. That's insane.
Yeah. I refuse to ever call him that.
And on part of my take today, they showed a side-by-side graphic of, because Josh Allen had a rough rookie year. Like, he had a rough rookie year. They showed back-to-back, and yards and interceptions were fairly similar, but rushing yards, Josh Allen was like, and rushing touchdowns were like way in his favor.
Why are the San Francisco 49ers running the ball with Brian Robinson Jr.? What are we doing?
I thought you were going to get pissed at me for comparing JJ McCarthy to Josh Allen rookie year.
No, Josh Allen was shit until year 3. Yeah. Anyway, Steelers at Bears. It was always the Bears. The Steelers just can't.
You didn't read my last question when I had for the Vikings.
Will Jefferson be in Minnesota next season? Yeah.
He's in getting pissed, dude. He has not been happy. He's fed up with fucking JJ McCarthy.
Oh, my God. McCaffrey just got leveled. Okay, keep running the ball with Brian Robinson. Sorry.
But, yes.
I mean, I'd be absolute pumped if the Bills were like, yeah, throw the bag at Jettas, but I doubt he would want to go. Like, he's going to go somewhere warm. He's going to go to fucking
San Fran?
No, he's not going to go play with Brock Purdy.
We're somewhere warm.
He's going to go play with like an established QB.
Miami?
Oh, yeah, that's warm, absolutely established. No, maybe like, man, imagine Dallas gets rid of Pickens and they bring in Jefferson and have Jefferson and Lamb. I mean, they would never do that because
we'll get the Pickens, but I hope the Bills just throw the fucking bag at Pickens. But we'll get there.
I have a feeling the Cowboys will be re-signing Pickens.
I do too. But yeah, Steelers Bears. Bears now 8-3. I mean, besides Caleb's kind of strip sack in the end zone, he's had a great game, 3 touchdowns.
TJ Watt, you're gonna get strip sacked at some point.
But you're 2nd and 20 and you back up to the 5, like get rid of the ball. Yeah. Like you still have a 3rd down. But other than that, I mean, to me, I think he's looked great. I think he's improving, getting to his reads. He throws absolute missiles. Colson Loveland, I think, has really established that was a great tight end. He refuses to go down. Their run game wasn't the best with Swift and Monangai. DJ Moore 2 touchdowns, but they're winning these games, man. And they have a massive test on Thanksgiving, which on Friday, which I am so excited for.
I've got a great analysis because I do not think it is a massive test. Yeah. Anyway, Jets at Ravens. Yeah, just
where the fuck is Lamar? What is he doing?
He's playing hurt.
Advanced me. He got me 7 points.
He's playing hurt.
What the fuck?
I just traded him this week. I was pumped on it, dude. I traded Lamar and I traded Odunze, but I got back Lad McConkey, Woody Marks, and someone else.
This is kind of a nothing game, dude. Like, I mean, like Henry 2 touchdowns. Like,
let me tell you,
not a lot of teams covering the spread here.
The Ravens are going to slowly find a way to get into the playoffs.
Well, they're already leading the AFC North now, so I mean, fuck.
Yeah, they're I don't know. They're a nothing team to me. We're gonna have to fucking play them in the playoffs, and they're just gonna absolutely blow us out.
Yeah,
they say if we get to the playoffs, positive.
Seahawks at Titans, baby.
Yeah, this game did not need to be this close. This game should have been an absolute blowout. But
a lot of the teams covered the spread. Like it was, or a lot of the top teams they were close games.
This is what I was saying. Like to my buddy, I was like, I feel like it's just at some point the Titans are going to put it together, and it's just whether or not it's going to be against your team one week or not. And they just about did this week. Like JSN went off, but Cam Ward, 250 over 250 passing, 40 yards rushing.
He was better.
That's what he needs to do.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And I think JSN passed DK Metcalf for a single season receiving yards as a Seahawk. No, he's like 1380 or something right now. I'm not sure what he's going to get up to, but yeah, I mean, he's a fucking machine. And some of these catches he had all over the receivers in Tennessee, he just like kind of. He's not even that big of a guy. He kind of just ripped it off him. I know it's the Titans, but still, it's kind of crazy.
Titans.
But yeah, now Browns Raiders, the Shador show.
This game made me so happy because the Browns got into the red zone and they were on the 15-yard line, and you're like, you know what, fuck it, we're not even putting Shador in there. Just Wildcat with Quinshawn Judkins. I love that. Who got it?
Jennings.
Damn it.
Reception. Yeah, I mean,
oh my God, how did he get in the end zone?
So Shador, like, I mean, he was what, like 11 for 20. He had over 200 yards, but it wasn't for that fucking 60-yard screen pass. It wouldn't have been that high. He did throw a great play action pass to like the 1 yard line to where Judkins had the touchdown. I don't know. I think he looked confidence in the pocket. I think he's making confidence plays. I didn't like his post game press conference.
Yeah, people
like
I got like people who are upset about it though. It's like
it doesn't bother me that much. But I was like, okay, let's relax. But people who are like on social media losing their minds.
It makes a lot of sense. It's like, man, you have confidence. Your team has 2 wins, and you get your first start after having a week of practice as the starter, getting starter reps.
And the Browns haven't had a starter win their first game since like the 70s.
Yeah. So it's like, as a rookie in the league, have a bit of swagger. Yeah. Are you going to get blown out, and do you need to be, respectful about it and understand that, it's going to happen? Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, have a bit of swagger, get the confidence going. I've done full heel turn on Shador because of how much people hate him. I want to see him succeed. I really
for
do.
Sure. I think he definitely shows those moments of a little too much confidence, but he's clearly matured a lot since Colorado. In Colorado, he was a complete prick. Now he still has that confidence, that little.
Let me tell you, the Rolly
Sanders
is hard,
motivation. But
the Rolly Selly is hard.
But yeah, I think he has confidence. I mean, again, he has great accuracy, and if they played the fucking Raiders, so I forget who they play next week, but he's just. I think they already said that he'll be starting next week. So, yeah, no, they're playing the 49ers. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, also Myles Garrett.
Pick for that one.
Myles Garrett, absolute fucking monster. He had 3 more sacks. He's up to 18 sacks.
Yeah,
Record's 22.5.
He's on pace for 25.
He might get 26.
Yeah, he's on pace for 25.
Absurd.
Jags,
part of my
Cardinals.
Part of my take we're talking about, if he smashes the record, like, do you have to look at him for MVP? They're like, no, if you win 3 fucking games, you can't really be considered MVP, but 25 sacks would be just like absurd.
Yeah, that'd be absurd.
But yeah, moving on.
This is a crazy Cardinals. Game. This was a crazy game. Lawrence just decided, you know what? I mean, I think they ended up calling it a fumble, like the first touchdown the Cardinals got, where he got basically strip sacked, and then the ball fell straight into the fat man's hands, and he ran up for a touchdown, which I love seeing a big guy touchdown, and he was a rookie to boot, which is huge. But this is just a Trevor Lawrence kind of experience where you have the Jags playing well this year, and then he decides to throw 3 interceptions, and they somehow still beat the Cardinals 27-24. Like, if I'm the Cardinals, like, Jacoby Brissett, I think is just playing better than Kyler Murray. Like, I don't even know.
He airmails the ball. He's throwing the ball minimum 40 times a game.
Yeah, and Michael Wilson's going off. Like, the Bam Knight, their one running back's playing well.
Trey McBride gets a lot of touches when Jacoby's playing. He's top 5 tight end or receiving tight end. Like,
I just don't think it's going to be like a long-term solution, so I don't think you can look up moving. I know people have been talking about moving off Kyler a little bit. I just don't see how it's possible. But yeah, Jags take that one 27-24. It's huge for them, really.
Yeah, they're 7-4 now, I think. Same as the Bills.
Yeah. That's horrible. Falcons at Saints. This was just needed. Falcons needed a win bad. Just really bad.
Kirk was solid. 19 for 23, 2 touchdowns. He had that 1 interception. But, yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. I think Tyler Shook wasn't that bad. 30 for 43, 243 yards. This is just kind of a nothing game.
To put up 243 yards and no
touchdowns.
No touchdowns is tough.
Well, Kamara went out early in the game, I think.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Kind of banged him.
Screwed me against Nick.
Yeah. Eagles Cowboys. This was a great game.
Where I want to talk.
Yeah, here we go.
Just the Eagles finally look like they can put offense together. AJ Brown gets touches, Devontae's getting involved, Saquon's ripping off runs, and then they don't score a single point after the first half and just lose an absolute horror show of a game, 24-21. Late fumbles, Saquon fumbles, Shipley fumbles, or Neil Shipley fumbles, fucking late punt return, and Cowboys win, and that's a huge win for the Cowboys. That's a huge win for the Cowboys. I took the Cowboys in this game. I just thought, I don't know, like the Eagles team, their defense has been playing fucking unreal recently, and like their offense, I figured they got to figure it out, and they figured it out for a half of football. Whether it's the first half or the second half, they got to kind of put it together a little bit. But yeah, that was a crazy play. Anyway,
but you said it earlier. Do you think Pickens is going to stay? I mean, I'd love the Bills to just throw the absolute bag at him. He's a fucking problem. But do you think he stays at Dallas?
They got to re-sign him, and if the Bills were going to throw the bag at him, like it'd have to be insane money, and people would get cut. And I mean, I'm going to get to the Bills. But yeah, like I don't know. It's just the Pickens is amazing. CD Brown's amazing. The chemistry they have is really good. Dak looks great. The Cowboys team should be good, and the Parsons deal is kind of working out in their favor a little bit. You don't 100%. Have a distraction. You've got, Quinn and Williams went down, which isn't great for their defense, but overall, it's just that was a huge win for them, and the Eagles kind of need to figure it out in a way, shape, or form.
I agree.
Bucks at Rams, this is just a nothing game, and Stafford just adding on to his MVP.
He's MVP. I think right now he's first at minus 200 with Drake May plus 200. So
Drake, the difference for me is Stafford has done it against everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, May has done it against the Bills.
Bills also lost to the Dolphins and other teams, so it's like
you look at all right, let's fucking relax.
No, I'm just saying like the Rams. Like we barely beat. I should say we beat the Bucks by what, like 12 or something. They fucking bent them over.
No, they didn't.
Like the Rams?
The Rams bent them over. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the Patriots. Yes,
no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like the Rams. Okay. If you think about their two losses, it's the blocked field goal and the 49ers late fumble by Kyren Williams. Like those are their two losses.
Yeah,
like they fucking killed teams.
All right. As for the Bills, I'm going to stay positive. I do think Joe Brady should be fired at some point or relieved of play calling duties. 8 sacks is just insane. Deion Dawkins needs to play better. Our veterans are seemingly regressing quickly, and the playmakers need to be able to make plays on the ball, and they're not.
Not Kincaid. Kincaid's tough, yeah.
No Kincaid kills us, but like the injuries in this game was insane. There was a point where 3 plays took almost 20 minutes because an O-lineman got injured, the ref tore his Achilles, and then Maxwell Harrison got injured. Like absolutely insane. The Texans did not deserve to win that game. Ray Davis had me right back in it. This was when I was being a little bipolar. Texans go down, they score right before half. Ray Davis says, "Don't worry," 97-yard kick return touchdown. Then the Bills defense just like, you know what? Drive down the field, go ahead, kick a field goal. And then Alec Anderson decides to pull a guy forwards after the blocked field goal. They get the field goal. We have a chance to go down, score. Josh can't stop getting sacked. And at this point, they are wasting Josh Allen. I can't blame Josh just in general. You have no time. You have no wide receivers. Like at this point, just sign Odell Beckham Jr. Like do something, man. Like he has no time. If you look at the All-22 review of the film, every single sack, there's no wide receiver that is open down the field. You cannot expect this man to make something out of nothing for an entire 4 quarters. if you're asking him to do it on one drive, that's fine. By the time they had to put a game-winning drive together, he had been sacked 7 times and sacked the 8th time to lose the game. Like, absolutely insane. Not worth it. Stop. Just figure it out, man. Like, I can't. This is why I got to be positive. It's just not worth my energy anymore. They're going to continue to run these stupid screen passes. They're going to continue to try to go back and forth between the run and the pass and figure out what works, the play action. Josh Allen has amazing completion percentage from play action, but sometimes we just want to do straight dropbacks. Our O-line stunk, which has been kind of the anchor of our offense. Our O-line has been pretty good throughout the last 5 years. We need to figure it out.
And late in that game, it was getting like Josh Allen was getting less and less time. Like Spencer Brown was bound with an injury. They eventually had to pull him out the last few sequences. And Will Anderson Jr. was just having a field day with that fucking O-line. And Josh just had 0 time. It was getting annoying. It was getting frustrating. But they got the Steelers next. And hopefully they can catch a dub because that's a huge game. I mean, the Steelers are 6-5. We're 7-4. We're the 7th team in the AFC right now. But before we kind of get to week 13, do you want to go over the AFC playoff picture right now?
Yeah, we'll break down the playoff picture. So right now, you got the Broncos. The Patriots are 1 at 10-2. It's just horrible to say. Patriots are 1 at 10-2. Broncos are 2nd at 9-2. They're coming off the bye. Colts steady at 8-3. That loss kind of really hurt their chances at the 1 seed. They need the Patriots to lose and the Broncos to lose for any kind of good lucks, if you will. Did fucking Brock Purdy just throw an interception?
Yeah, JC Horn.
What a fucking play. My Lord.
He's so good too.
The Ravens jump up to 4th with that win. That's fucking, they're currently at 80% to make the playoffs for a team that started 1-5. I still don't trust Lamar. I think he's playing injured right now. Chargers coming off a bye, jump up 1 spot, 7-4 because we dropped down. Jags coming up a spot, 2nd in the AFC South, 7-4 as well. Like this is bunched up, and then you get onto the bubble. The bubble is the Steelers at 6-5, the Texans at 6-5, the Chiefs at 6-5, and then you get into a slew of teams at 4-7, 3-8, 3-8, 2-9. Then we'll just break down the NFC quickly too. Rams, wagon. Eagles, don't trust their offense. Bears, slight wagon. Bucks need to improve on some rough weeks recently. Seahawks look great. The fact that they're 5th and they're 8-3 is absolutely insane. Packers are 6th. The Niners are 7th. Currently, they have it projected. Lions miss the playoffs. Panthers miss the playoffs. Cowboys miss the playoffs. And that's kind of all the teams that are bunched up there around the 500 to 7-4 kind of area. Right now, if the playoffs were to happen today, the Bills would go to Denver and play the Broncos. The Jags would go to Indianapolis and play the Colts, and the Chargers would play at the Ravens. I hate the fact that we would have to play a crazy defensive team.
Yeah.
I do not think this is how this is going to pan out. And main reason being is for the Kansas City Chiefs. I have said all year that I think the Chiefs will figure it out somehow, some way. And those are the kind of games they were not winning, those 1-score games early in the season. Mm-hmm. The rest of their schedule, they play the Cowboys this Thursday, 4:30, both coming off of a short week. And that will be very interesting to see what will happen in that game. That's a big game for the Cowboys and a huge game for the Chiefs. You then go on, play the Texans Sunday football, and I believe that's in Arrowhead. That's a dub for me. Even if CJ Stroud's back, I don't think they lose that game. Then a huge game versus the Chargers, and I don't believe they'll have Joe Alt back. I think the Chiefs win that. They got a layup against the Titans on December 21st. Then they play a giant game on Christmas. This is becoming the biggest game potentially of the season, and Bryce Young just threw an interception in the end zone.
That's, I don't know if you saw my reaction. That's why I said that. He could have ran that in too. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, this is potentially the biggest game of the season in general. The Broncos at the Chiefs, December 25th, Christmas Day game, 8:15 p.m. the Chiefs. So say the Chiefs rattle off the next 4 games and win. So you're looking at what? They're 6-5 now, so they're 10-5. They win that game 11-5, and then they play a fucking layup game against the Raiders, which they could lose because they typically lose 1 game to the Raiders a year. But they're 12-5. Like, realistically, I could see the Chiefs being and here's the thing too, is like, so say the Chiefs get in and I don't know, they're the 6th seed over the Jags. So that would put them playing the Colts. We just saw them beat the Colts. If the Colts stay in the number 3 seed, I don't know if they will. So then they would go on, like I would have maybe the Bills move up a bit here. Anyway, let's say that the Chiefs get in at the 7th seed, because this kind of works for my scenario that I was talking about at work today. The Chiefs get into the 7th seed. They go and play the Broncos right now. They beat the Broncos. They then go to Foxborough and play the Patriots. They beat the Patriots in the divisional round, and they go to the AFC Championship game. Like, I hate the Chiefs, but like the Patriots coming back has made me hate the Chiefs less and made me really hate the Patriots. And like, I just see a world where they rattle off 5 or 6 wins and figure it out and get it done. Like, Patrick Mahomes has been there. You have key guys on that team. You have Chris Jones. You have Rashee Rice, who's balling. You got Xavier Worthy, who you can lean on. Kareem Hunt's having a comeback. Like, you got Chris Jones. You got Drew Tranquil, Leo Chanel, like Nick Bolton, all these guys who have been there, who've won Super Bowls, who know what it's like to be down and out. Like the year they went and they won a Super Bowl, they were I think had 4 losses. They were 3-4 going into week 8. Like these next 5 weeks for the Chiefs, the next 2 weeks really are make or break for me. And I really could see them rattling off a lot of wins, and that's coming from a Bills fan. And like, if we want to look at the Bills' remaining schedule, it is not as pleasing to my eyes. We play the Steelers, which, for the love of God, we need to beat the Steelers.
Yeah.
Especially if Aaron Rodgers isn't back. We play the Bengals, which Joe Burrow will be back for that game. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins will be back. The only saving grace is it's in Buffalo. Then we go to Foxborough and play the Patriots after the Patriots are coming off a bye. That's a game we have to win. Then, thank God, we play Shedeur Sanders and the Browns. We finish the season against the Eagles and the Jets. If we can beat the Steelers and the Bengals, we need to beat the Patriots. So that's 3 wins. Yeah. Beat the Browns, that's 4 wins. Maybe lose to the Eagles. So we'll call that what? We're at 4 wins there.
4 out of 5.
That's 11-5. Beat the Jets. We're 12-5. That's not a horrible way to end the season.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get into what next week looks like, because that just, for real, might have taken my positivity right out of me.
Yeah. Well, for our commandments, McCaffrey's already at 4 receptions in the first quarter, which is hilarious.
We may have, and he's going off right now.
Yeah. But yeah, Sunday for next week, we got obviously Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving football.
Yeah.
Thursday, 3 games. Packers at Lions. Lions are favorited, -3 favorites or 3-point favorites.
I think this is a game where the Lions. This is a game where either the Lions show people that the Packers are frauds, or the Lions find a way to lose this game.
Yeah. Because the Packers defense is still pretty legit, obviously, with Parsons on a whole decor.
It's still really good.
Jordan Love. I just don't really. Their offense is too inconsistent, but
it's still really good.
The Lions too. I like the Lions.
It's just it relies on Goff controlling the ball and not throwing interceptions and knowing when to just throw it away.
Yeah. Chiefs at Cowboys. Chiefs are 4.5-point favorites in Dallas. I know, hey, everybody said the whole spiel with the Chiefs. I don't hate picking the Chiefs. I do like the Cowboys.
Yeah,
they're finding games. They're finding ways to win. I like their offense.
I like the over in this
Dallas,
game.
But I love the over.
Yeah, the over in this game.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
51.5. Yeah. Bengals, Ravens. You got the Bengals here. Ravens are 7.5-point favorites. Lamar clearly still battling an injury. I don't know if it's his Achilles or calf or something.
I think it's his
But
hamstring.
you like the Bengals here. Okay, so is Joe Burrow back?
Joe Burrow back. Divisional game. Ravens are riding a high. They've won, I think, 6 something straight.
Yeah.
5 straight. like, yeah, they're riding an absolute high, and
Yeah.
I think Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase might just bring them back to earth.
Yeah. Friday, I love this game. And you kind of talked about it earlier. You kind of teased us with you don't think this is as big of a test for the Bears. The Bears in Philadelphia. Philadelphia are 7-point favorites. But what you got?
Don't get me wrong. It's definitely a test.
No,
the Eagles are a good team, and like Eagles fans hate when you talk shit, so I'm not trying to talk shit. But at the same time, that defense for the Bears is what worries me, and the defense for the Eagles is going to be a good test for Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
But they've got playmakers.
Yeah.
They've got playmakers. If you can give Caleb a little bit of time, he'll be able to find stuff. Saquon isn't the same Saquon as last year. I think this is a game where maybe he could find his stride, though, against a defense that's maybe not quite as tough and ready. A.J. Brown's going to get his touches. I like his over bet. But overall, like, I feel like the Bears could sneak out a sneaky one, and I like the Bears here.
Yeah.
I like the Bears. I like the Bears +7. I don't like the Bears money line.
Yeah, I like that. I respect that. All right, now Sunday slate, Falcons at Jets. This is an absolute stinker of a game in New York. Falcons are pointing out favorites. You got the Jets here?
Yeah, see, if the Falcons didn't win this week, I would have taken the Falcons, but the fact that they won this week, I like the Jets.
Fair. All right, Cardinals at Bucks. Bucks are 6.5-point favorites. This is Tay's pick.
Currently 7-1.
Baker should be fine. I think it's his left shoulder, which he's injured in the past. But yeah.
Tay's pick. Baker's a dog.
Facts.
Yeah.
Texans at Colts. I think you said it earlier. I definitely like the under for this play. Colts are 4.5-point favorites after coming off a loss to Kansas City. This is a huge game for both teams. Colts kind of get back in to kind of gain that lead or extend that lead from Jacksonville, and Texans to really. I mean, they've been a good team for the past few weeks, or at least their defense has been really good, keeping them in games. I think C.J. Stroud will maybe be back. I'm not sure. But that's a big game for both teams.
It's a really big game. So it's a bigger game for the Colts than the Texans need that game to even have a glimmer of hope. But
yeah. Saints at Dolphins. Dolphins are 4.5-point favorites. That's actually my lock of the week. I have Dolphins -4.5 against the Saints. I think HN absolutely goes off. I'm not too confident too in that team, but in Miami, I just think the Saints just can't fucking score. Like you said, Shook had 240 yards and they put up 10 points, and Kamara's likely done. So I like Dolphins -4.5 there.
Yeah, so
that's my lock of the week. Rams at Panthers. This is gonna be belt to ass, and nothing against Carolina. It's just the Rams are the best team in football right now. Devontae Adams cannot stop scoring.
Currently, the time of possession in this game is currently the Panthers have had 4 minutes and 44 seconds of possession and 1 first down, and the Niners have had 10 minutes and 7 first downs.
There you go.
Yeah.
49ers at Browns. 49ers are 6.5-point favorites. You like Shadisi and Shadisi and the Browns in that game?
I feel like he could. It's a tough defense, but they're banged up. Robert Saleh is an amazing coordinator. Please don't be hurt. Oh my God, I thought McCaffrey was hurt. Robert Saleh is an amazing coordinator, and I think they're going to dial things up. But Myles Garrett's playing unreal. I think he gets at least 2 sacks in this game, and I think the Browns win a close one.
What a matchup! Trent Williams versus Myles Garrett. Those are two big dogs.
Jags at Titans.
All right, Jags, Titans. Jags. I think Cam Ward will have a better. I think he'll keep it.
This could be the trap game where the Titans just pull out a win.
Yeah. Vikings, Seahawks, Sam Darnold revenge game against Minnesota. Seahawks are 7.5-point favorites.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seahawks.
It's just Seahawks. Bills at Steelers. You kind of already talked about it in Pittsburgh. Bills are 4.5-point favorites. Rodgers' health up in the air. We're unsure about kind of the health of Bills' defense. Kincaid, but this is definitely a big win. It's a must. Yeah, it really is. You gotta get the 8-4. Getting the 8-4, we're fine.
You can't be 7-6.
No, you can't. 7-5.
7-5. Right? Hello.
Yeah. No, but yeah. Raiders at Chargers. Chargers are 8.5-point favorites. You kind of already brought up, Joel Alt and everything like that, and maybe the Chargers' chances. You like the Raiders here in LA. Why do you like the Raiders?
I don't know. I feel like Genty can have a big game. Just got to at some point.
Yeah, fair.
They're not giving him the ball. You just got to give him the ball.
Yeah, now Broncos at Commanders. The fact that the Broncos are only 6.5-point favorites is kind of crazy.
Well, they're not
in
winning
Washington
by crazy margins, and like their defense is really good, but their offense is not scoring.
That's fair. This is Caitlin's pick. She's 3-5. Not the best, but she's humming along. Her reasoning is Broncos because that has one mean-looking horse. She wrote a ton more. She wrote a ton more. We actually went to this farm up. It's basically Hamilton. I can't remember the name of the farm. She loves sheep. Saw some sheep. We saw some fucking horses. I forget how fucking big these fucking horses are. They're fucking monsters. Yeah. So, and we just saw today horses how big they are, and yeah, because she saw the logo for the Commanders, and all she saw was a helmet. So she said, "Yeah, it's a charging horse versus a football helmet. A football helmet. There's really no contest."
Damn.
Yeah. So Broncos.
Fair.
Yeah. Then Monday night, Patriots. Did you hear what the part of my take? What their nickname is for May?
No.
The scheduler.
I'm taking the Patriots because if I take the Giants, the Patriots are going to win. So I'll take the Patriots and hope they lose.
Love it. All right, yeah, we brought up wildcard women. Taylor 7-1, Caitlin 3-5. Fantasy, I put up like 185 points. Gibbs and my whole team. My whole team went off besides Lamar. You're struggling. I think you already lost. You already lost. I think.
I already lost. Yeah. I was so close to just turning my season around and then just have nothing. My lock of the week is currently happening. If I'm being totally honest, I bet on this game. And the reason for that is I felt some insider stuff going on. I got CMC to score a touchdown, Dowdle to score a touchdown, Purdy 1+ passing touchdowns already hit, Tet McMillan 50+ receiving yards. That's a struggle bus currently. He's 0 receiving yards through the first quarter. And George Kittle 50+ receiving yards. He's already at 11. So
there you go.
I don't hate it. I don't love it. But yeah.
So for lock, I'm 8-4, and this week I have the Dolphins covering the spread at 4.5. You're 3-9, and your bet's currently going on. And my bet the farm, I like doing the Wednesday night hockey because this is when this comes out. I love doing some hockey bets. I got Willie anytime, Ovechkin anytime. He's been hot. Morgan Geekie, which I'm pissed actually to bring up Morgan Geekie. He has 16 fucking goals, this guy in Boston. So yeah, Geekie anytime. Mishkov anytime's been doing really good. And Tage Thompson anytime. Both 0-12. Don't expect the change anytime soon. Last week I was 4 for 5 out of the anytime goal scorers. But yeah, that's my farm.
I will tell you my farm in a second. I just did it. I got Raptors money line, Pistons money line, Knicks money line, Heat money line, Nuggets money line, Trailblazers money line, Pelicans money line, Timberwolves money line, Golden State Warriors money line, Steph Curry 20+ points, Houston Rockets money line, Devin Booker 20+ points, Doncic 20+ points, and Austin Reeves 20+ points.
Bango.
95 cents to pay out $10.
There it is.
That's the 95 cents I had left in my account.
All right, let's wrap this up. 10 commandments. We had a great week. I think it's safe to say with McCaffrey, I think already at 5 receptions, our medium risk bet will hit as we had Goff over cash, Goff 1+ touchdown cash, Gibbs over cash, Darnold 1+ TD cash, and CMC over receptions.
All you.
I was hammering the Lions, and I knew Darnold had a bounce back, and CMC is just a receiver and also a part-time running back, as you can say. Also, and, McBride over in receptions, under in the Browns game, Henry anytime, and honestly, the only bets that didn't hit was T. Higgins, and it's because he went down with an injury. So, successful week, medium risk hit.
I won't lie. I love doing the commandments. Are you okay if I do them again this week?
Yeah, absolutely. So, week 13, low risk, medium risk, high risk. You guys know the rules. Week 13, Jackson, rifle them off.
You will tell when it's Ryan's reasoning versus my reasoning. Ryan's got statistical analysis, and I've got nothing.
Here we go.
All right, low risk. You're taking 3 picks. You're taking Henry over. The Bengals allow the most rushing yards against a game. All right, sorry. The way that was worded freaked me out.
No, I know it's weird.
I'm sorry. You're taking Henry over. Josh Allen over. Steelers allow most receiving yards. game, 261 through week 11, and you're taking Gibbs anytime. Jackson's reasoning, dog. So that's your low risk. Henry over, Josh Allen over, Gibbs anytime. Medium risk, you're adding 2 onto those original 3. You're taking Devon Achane over, playing the Saints, and you're taking Pickens over when Dallas is down there, hitting Pickens and Lamb all the time. So for your medium risk, you're taking the over. Henry's over, Josh Allen's over, Gibbs anytime, Devon Achane over, Pickens over. Go high risk, you're adding 5 on top of those 5 you already got. You're taking Devontae Adams anytime. He's absolutely electric with Stafford playing at an MVP level. Trey McBride over in receiving. Jacoby Brissett says, fuck it. Trey McBride's down there somewhere. ATN anytime. He's been playing a lot better. Ryan and I were kind of hard on him. He heard. He listens. Nico Collins over in receiving. I think Stroud might be back next week. Nico Collins has been playing really well overall. And CMC over against the Browns. Absolute dog. The Browns are a good team with a good defense. CMC is going to eat. And so let's just recap the high risk. Make sure you guys got it all. Going full high risk, that's all 10 picks. You're taking Henry over. You're taking Josh Allen over. You're taking Gibbs anytime. You're taking Devon Achane over. You're taking Pickens over. Devontae Adams anytime. Trey McBride over in receptions. ATN anytime. Nico Collins under in receiving. CMC over against the Browns. A guy hit us up on TikTok, commented, said that we're going to make $330 off his medium risk this week. It's going to hit.
Love it. Yeah.
Follow our bets. Subscribe. Comment. Like. Buds Mafia to the moon. God bless. Be good. Go Bills.
Incredible. Before we end on that, I know you wanted to walk off there. I know you wanted to walk off. Again, go check out our YouTube. I post videos every Monday. This week was a Pavel Mintyukov kind of trade destinations and packages. Go check that out on YouTube. Check out our podcast and Spotify as well. Obviously, all of our clips and everything get posted all across the socials on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Please comment. I'm getting better at, not answering everyone's comments who just be like a troll. But obviously, if it's actually a good comment, I do like to respond, especially with the guy with the 10 Commandments thing. So comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And hopefully we have a better week. Hopefully the Leafs go 3-0. Hopefully everyone's healthy, and hopefully the Bills come out this weekend 8-4. For all the Americans listening, happy Thanksgiving. And good seeing you, Jackson.
Good to see you too, brother.
Tavares coming out, sends it in a goal. They score! They score! Holy mackerel, they score! Morgan Riley! Mo Riley! The Leafs have won it! They're going to the second round!
Gonna run for it, he got it! And there he goes! Inside the 10, the 5! Oh, the play of the year in the NFL!